Hello there, my name is Adele Razor. I'm a third-year student at Arizona State University pursuing my bachelor's in astronomical and planetary sciences. Right now, climate change is at a drastic rise in our world. By most, it is often overlooked, but at this rate, our Earth will be inhabitable and ultimately unlivable in 1 billion years or less. Because of this, astronomers and scientists have been trying for years to find an alternative to Earth or a perfect match for humans to survive. This is important for humankind to pay attention and focus on for our future communities. There are hundreds of planets that might have similar chemical compositions compared to Earth, so there has yet to be a planet that has been a perfect match. One of the main priorities of determining if a planet is habitable for life is distance. The closest planets that are in debate are Mars, the fourth closest planet from the Sun, and one of Saturn's moons, Enceladus. Mars is the closest habitable planet to our home, with a similar size being a little bit larger than Earth and a surface that is very rocky and desert-like. There has also been many years of research to discover its properties and comparable similarities to Earth. Currently, there's a rover on Mars that is connected to many different people, schools with Arizona State being one of them, and organizations with the use of cameras. Migrating to another planet would be more beneficial for mankind, but right now it might end up causing more harm than good, with the difficulties in traveling so far into space with no definitive answers on whether or not survival there is possible. On the other hand, moving life into the solar system could possibly open doors to discovering more habitable planets and exoplanets that we might not be able to see otherwise. Not all of the planets outside of our solar system can be seen from Earth, so being on another planet will give us a new perspective on planets that surround us. Many moons on our giants in our solar system have similar properties compared to Earth. One of the main ones that is heavily researched is Saturn's moon, Enceladus. Enceladus is a small, icy, white, and reflective moon, with its main feature being its icy sprays. These sprays could be possibly beneficial in the discovery of life that could be sustainable on another planet. On this moon, we are able to find things like propane, benzene, hydrogen cyanide, and formaldehyde. There were also findings of tiny water crystals, which are frozen droplets of salt water. This shows that the water that's coming from these jets are in constant contact with rock. This is something that could be applied to the chemical energy and the chemical compounds needed to sustain life. This discovery is a giant step into finding different things on other planets other than Earth. Water at certain temperatures has the possibility of containing microorganisms that, if at the correct temperatures, it indicates that life on another planet could be a major possibility with an extensive amount of research, time, and money, which isn't something that's always available with the other issues that are going on in our world that need to be prioritized. An important similarity that these planets have is that they are both in our solar system, which means that they are not incredibly far away from our Earth compared to other habitable planets that are under discussion. The way that they are not so similar, though, is the difficulty levels of actively being able to stand on these planets. The atmosphere and ground on Mars is very similar to Earth's deserts, but Enceladus's conditions are drastically different. With an icy surface of about 1 to 3 miles deep, it is not an area that is possibly able to support human life at this time. The support that Earth has given humans is not reciprocated by us, which is damaging and slowly killing our planet. With the rise of vehicles and carbon combustion, Earth's atmosphere will eventually reach a point of no return. Our effect on the planet directly adds to its issue, and if nothing is done on our part as a community, the issue will never get solved. There are people in our world that do not believe that climate change is a real and damaging thing, so they won't do anything to reduce their own carbon footprint. If everyone thinks in that manner, it will end up worsening and killing our home faster. Earth has supported humans of all types and all living creatures for billions of years, and our actions that we make will either contribute to the rise or the fall of this planet. Protecting our planet for the better should be a main priority, but the only way that we can accomplish that is by working together as a community to heal the Earth. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope this gives you some insight onto why it's so important to keep our home healthy and thriving. Thank you very much.